The Vivo V9. Ever since we covered the Oppo F7 a few weeks back, we've had a lot of requests from you guys asking us to cover the V9 on C4 Tech. So we went out, bought one, given that we still don't have a Vivo PR contact. Hey Vivo, if you're watching, how about sending us units in the future? Anyway, in this video, let's unbox the V9 and take a quick look. Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Tech, and before we begin, go ahead and press that bell icon so that you get notified every time we upload a new video on C4 Tech. Let's get to the video now. Here's the box that the V9 comes in. Let's now remove the plastic and cut through the seal. Inside, we have some ejector pin and some booklets along with a soft silicone case. Then there's the phone itself. Let's peel the plastic off. This is the glossy black variant, looks quite nice, at least for the moment. We then have a wall adapter, a micro USB cable, and finally Apple EarPod style earphones. And that's it for the box contents. Let's now get back to the V9. The Vivo V9 is made entirely out of plastic, and the glossy black color that we have is a fingerprint magnet. The back of this device is a vertical dual camera setup. Below that we have a centrally placed fingerprint scanner. And that's it. The rest of the back's clean, and so's the top. To the right we have the power button and the volume rockers. The left houses the dual SIM plus dedicated micro SD card slot. The bottom, well, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, the micro USB port, and a speaker in there. To the front of the device we have a 6.3-inch screen with a 19:9 aspect ratio. The resolution is Full HD+. Now this is an IPS LCD display with excellent viewing angles. The colors seem vibrant, the panel feels bright. The screen to body ratio is an impressive 90%. But to achieve that, we've got this notch. This houses the sensors, earpiece, and a selfie camera. Inside, we've got the Snapdragon 626 running the show. There's 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage, with room for memory expansion via micro SD. It's worth noting that while the Snapdragon 626 is a decent chip, it's still a slightly tweaked 625, which is over 2 years old. And that means it might not perform as well as something newer like the 636 or even MediaTek's P60, which are the main competition. For the price, I wish Vivo had used something more recent. Anyway, we will be testing this out and have more on all this in the full review. Now, powering all this hardware, we've got a 30 to 60 mAh battery inside. Now, as far as the software experience goes, we have Funtouch OS built on top of Android 8.1 Oreo. Vivo's UI is very far from stock, and with the control center and the app switcher, you can't help but feel that this was heavily influenced by iOS. To their credit though, Vivo have implemented a gesture navigation system that mimics the one on the iPhone X entirely, and it works really well. As far as other features go, we have a shake to turn on flashlight that I think I will find quite handy, as well as loads of other gestures. There's even an app twin function thrown in. Initial impressions, the 626 seems to easily handle the UI. Everything felt fluid. The camera app in particular deserves a mention. It comes packed with loads of features that include a pro mode, AR stickers, as well as an AI powered beauty mode. Talking about the cameras, we have two to the back, a 16 megapixel f2.0 plus a 5 megapixel depth sensor combo, and a whopping 24 megapixel selfie shooter up front, again with an f2.0 aperture. As far as picture quality goes, the shots that you're seeing, we shot them quickly around the office. How do you think they turned out? Let us know in the comments below. And now we get to the price. Priced at $22,900 or about 23,000, the Vivo V9 is available both offline as well as online from both Flipkart and Amazon. I'll have direct links in the description below if you want to pick one up, use those links. Now, at this price point, the V9 finds itself competing with the likes of the Oppo F7 with its newer chip. Now, do you guys think we should pit these two against each other to see how they fare? Yeah, the F7 has the newer chip, but how do they actually compare? If that kind of video is something you want to watch, let us know in the comments below and we will try to make that comparison happen. For now though, you can get a quick glimpse at what the F7 has to offer. Here's a card to the unboxing, and the full review should come out soon. The F7's full review will come out in a couple of days. The V9, we'll try to get it out sometime next week. So I guess that's it for this quick little unboxing and hands-on. You know what to do. If you hated it, if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't yet, hit that bell icon if you haven't yet. And now I must bid you adieu. Till next time, my name's Ash, you've been watching C4 Retech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.